Hello YouTube, I know what you're thinking. What? It's a Thursday. Well, a friend of mine over at Inglorious Bettas, she has tossed down the gauntlet and she's doing a video every day and challenged some other people to do it every day. I don't know if she was specifically talking about me, but I'm going with it. And so I figure, you know, I got about 27-ish tanks, so I could do a tank a day, maybe a couple tanks a day. Just something every day in the fish room, film it, post it, just quick little videos. Well, I mean, who knows if they're going to end up being quick, but today we're going to look at the 40-gallon breeder with the puffer and the cyanobacteria, the blue-green algae, and see what we can do about it. So stay tuned. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the tank before I get started. Hopefully, without too much glare, you see the Pracox rainbows are doing excellent. The puffer is doing just as well. I've been purposely neglecting this tank for a while because I really wanted this blue-green algae to take over. And it's not spreading as fast as I would like. You see, it's not really affecting this guy back here. But it has taken over my dwarf chainsword, and it'll start suffocating out as a result. I'm starting to get some algae on the glass, so first things first, I'm going to drop the water level a little bit, clean off the glass, and then show you how I'm going to treat this. But real quick, what better way to spend your day in the fish room than getting some live stream action going on? Here we have Big Fly Multimedia doing his Wednesday night live stream, so going to have some good entertainment going on in the background. Obviously, I have to mute it when I'm videoing it because I don't want to get hit with a copyright. But, yeah, so let's get to work. Alright, I just let him know that I'm filming him.
I think you were talking to me, Bob.
So, yeah, you went full screen for me.
We'll do a little commercial for you. Steenfott Aquatics, they're the greatest. There you go, man.
Awesome. Alright, back to work. So I've got my trusty algae scraper, just kind of scrubbing this off for now. I'm only really too concerned about the front of the glass. I don't really care about the sides. To me, having algae on the side is, or on the sides and the back, is just as good as a custom backdrop. So I don't really care. You can see down here, just the blue-green algae is getting on the glass as well. So. Alright, pretty much done there. Wasn't too bad on the front. Whoops. Anyways, wasn't too bad on the front. So now we just gotta wait for this pump to do its job. I'm gonna go get my secret weapon and be right back. Alright, special delivery from Aquarium Co-op, 1-day priority mail. Let's get this bad boy opened. Alright, here we are, fancy dancy invoice. And there you go, erythromycin, if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, let's take a look. See if we can get it out of here. Now, I didn't spring for the... Oh, snap, look at that. I got the sticker, who's jealous? I didn't spring for the big bottle because, yeah, I'm broke. I gotta save up to ship all these prizes I'm shipping out at the end of the month. But it's just a 40-gallon tank, so the 10 packs in here should be just fine. As I bang around on this tank, and plecos are probably getting angry. Yeah, so in case you didn't know, with all of the API meds, at least all the ones that I've had, 1 pack per 10 gallons. So let's cut these open and get them in the tank. Alright, now, as you can see, I've dropped the water about 25%, which is pretty normal for when I do something like this. Got my sticker there. So, here is where I get a lot of, well, here is where I get a lot of my supplies. Here is where I get a lot of my cichlids. I hope eventually I'll buy, or people will send me enough stuff that I can kind of just fill it all the way across there, but clearly 2 years later I've only got 2, so 1 a year, it's going to take a while. But anyways, I got my 4 packs of erythromycin, and we're just going to I might take these plants out since they're just floating anyways. They're not too bad. If these were completely covered, like the leaves, then I would probably take them out and spray them with hydrogen peroxide, and that'll get rid of it, I mean, almost instantly. But there's still a lot of surface area on those leaves, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to get this in here. Make sure I get it all. Don't want to waste any. This stuff is pretty expensive. And that's basically it for this. Obviously I'm going to fill it back up now. Let all this stuff dissolve in the water. And you can see he's kind of back to his hiding spot. This is where he goes whenever I do water changes. This is his little spot back here. Oops. Or her. Look at that little putum. Ooh. So as you can see, filling the water back up. Maybe talk about some details of the tank. This is a 40 breeder. Lighting it with a 30-inch Phoenix Planet Plus. And just running sponge filtration in the back. These are called, at my local landscaping yard, these are called Mexican pot rock, and basically the same type of rock as lava rock, and it's just as cheap, dirt cheap. I think these three rocks, which are pretty big, I mean this is a 40-gallon breeder, I want to say just these three rocks would run about $5, so not too bad for some pretty neat looking rocks. But I gotta get my dechlorinator in here, so sprinkle a little of this. Oops. Let's pay attention how much I'm putting in. Just a skosh. So I don't have fluoride, I don't have chloramines, I just have a little bit of chlorine, and it does not require much dechlorinator, so I have lucked out there. This tank is not heated. My fish room is heated. And also, we get extra heat from the dehumidifier here because the exhaust fan is right here. It's kind of halfway blown right under this tank, so as the warm air rises, it keeps this tank pretty nicely warm. Give this another few minutes to fill up, and I will check back in. Alright, so we are back full up on water. One thing I should point out to everyone is that if you are dosing EM erythromycin, I know earlier I said it only takes 4 packs for a 40-gallon tank. Technically that's not true because you do have to dose it, the full dosage again after 24 hours. However, for blue-green algae, I'm hoping that I can be cheap and get away with not doing it. Hopefully I notice a substantial difference here in the next day, and you know, I can be cheap and save the rest of that for another tank, or still just lots of it floating through the water column. These guys were trying to eat it, but eventually figured out that it's no good. So that's good at least. Alright, so there you have it. Here is video number 2 out of 28 in a row. Yesterday was the first. No. Today, well, okay, I'm confused. Today is the first. For you guys, yesterday will be the first. So for you, this will be the second, which will be my second out of 28. And it should be really fun. So one of the other things I'm going to be doing for this month is 28 straight videos. I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't think about it. But at the end of the video where you see all the annotations pop up, I'm going to feature some of the channels I watch and like, and just kind of help grow those channels hopefully, and we can all just kind of, you know, solidify us as just one big fish community. So definitely look for these icons that are going to be popping up and check out their channels. Today I'm going to be doing Big Fly Multimedia because I showed him on the camera, and you're going to see Inglorious Bettas popping up around here somewhere because she's the one that got me to do this. So check out those channels. They're awesome. They're great people. So tomorrow's video is not going to be on this tank, but I will definitely post a quick update. And since I'm doing these every day, I'll show you daily updates of this tank and how it's looking. So definitely subscribe if you want to know how or if this even gets rid of blue-green algae. So subscribe for that. Check out these other channels, and I will see everyone tomorrow.